and welcome everybody to the first episode of Let's Talk Records. And I couldn't think of two people I'd rather be doing this with than my girl, my sister, Miss LadySoul.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Girl, the big yellow rebel. How y'all ladies doing?
Hey, we're doing all right. How about you?
Hey, I can't complain. Still on top of the dirt. You know how that is.
That's right. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Miss Soul, what's happening with you?
Oh, like I said, not much, man. Just living, listening to some records. I mean, enjoying the music, like always.
That's all we can do, really. You know, and we got that outlet, you know, to just have something from going crazy.
Exactly.
Oh, I know.
Everything going on in the world and work, the music thing that keeps us together.
Yes, absolutely. Music for sanity.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes.
So, Miss LadySoul, what you been listening to keep your sanity?
Well, you asked me, my brother, to show about 3-4 records, and I said, okay, I'm gonna show about 3 records that recent spinnings. Albums that I've been spinning recently. The first one is actually a VCLT that I've got from my good friend. He's a good friend of mine. He's one of my co-workers. His name is Tino. So we always talk about music. He's a big fan of music. And he just gave me this, which is the recent album by the band Marillion.
Oh,
very, very cool.
Awesome.
I'm not too familiar with their music, but he knows that I'm a big fan of prog rock and whatnot, and he's a big fan of Marillion, and he thought that I would like it. And honestly, I love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful album, very melodic. The lyrics are just wonderful. The musicianship is just amazing. And it's the kind of album that you have to take your time to listen to it. I mean, just chill and just, take your time to listen to it because the musicianship is so good. The lyrics are so deep, and it's a double album, but it's like, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 tracks. Long tracks, like 6, 7, 8 minutes, but amazing tracks. The side B is just perfect in my opinion. I love the tracks. The track called Sierra Leone, the track called Care, just beautiful. So if you're a fan of progressive rock, very, very good.
Yes, I've heard a lot about Marillion over the years. That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
love that cover.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful cover, and it is a gatefold. Let me show you the gatefold. It's a gatefold.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful, beautiful album. Beautiful album. Okay. The lyrics are just amazing, man. It's
okay. Wow, is that a recent release? Is that like?
I believe it was released last month in March. Yeah.
Okay, I missed on that one. Okay. That's some nice VCLT.
Yeah, the title is An Hour Before It's Dark. Yeah.
Hour Before It's Dark. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Marillion. Are you familiar with Marillion funk?
No, I'm not. But that title sounds like my parents say you better get home before it's dark.
Or you better do what you want to do before it's too late. I mean, it's,
Right.
Yes.
No, I never heard of them.
I mean, I'm a bit familiar with their music, but not too much. I know they've released a very good album in the 80s called Misplaced Childhood, something like that, which was very, very big. So yeah, if you love like prog rock, melodic music, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's not the kind of music that you put on the background and you have really to, immerse yourself in the music and take your time. But
Yes.
yeah, it's a beautiful album. Yes.
Okay. Well, you sold me because I've heard of them for years. I would see, growing up, I would see like rock and rollers walking around with Marillion t-shirts on and
Yes.
stuff. So I know they've been out there for a while, but I haven't actually bought any. So, but I would love to check it out.
Oh yeah,
you sold me.
I'm gonna delve into their discography for sure. After that album,
cool.
I'm like, oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful looking album.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my first album, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When you
Awesome.
said 80s, I was kind of shocked. Like, they've been out that long, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Oh yeah. They've been for many years. It's a very well-known band. Well-known band.
Yeah.
I guess I was just traveling in the wrong circle.
I'm surprised you're not familiar with them, Funk. Very surprised.
Think of like prog rock and stuff like that. I was listening to like Rush, Yes, Genesis, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I guess really, they were.
Yeah, I believe they were influenced by Floyd and Genesis at the beginning of their career, if I'm not mistaken.
Floyd.
Yeah. But they're so good. They're so good. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, ladies first. So, you up?
Woo, ladies first. Who me? All right. So I picked out. So these are like. Well, we know that the 2022 Rock Hall nominations have been announced. So I've been thinking of some of my favorite albums, and I've also been thinking about some of the nominees who are also my favorites. So this is by no means a comprehensive, collection of everything I love, but just stuff that's been on my mind, on my turntable. So I was thinking back to the time. And this lady is a nominee this year. This is probably the first rock album I ever bought. I was big on radio when I was little, but when it came to time to start purchasing stuff, I had heard enough songs on the radio where I said, okay, I got to get this. My little 9-year-old self went out and bought this album. I'm talking about Pat Benatar's Precious Time. Oh my God. This blew my little mind when I was growing up. I heard Casey Kasem was playing. That's where I got my musical input from. If Casey was playing it, I had to go get it. So we're talking about like Fire and Ice, Promises in the Dark, which is still my favorite.
Yeah.
And I was seeing her all over. She was one of the first female artists they started showing on MTV at the time. So this is 1981. And I just want to reach back and just, I said, Pat has got to be inducted this year because there was nobody like her. She was so fierce.
I cannot
believe
that she's still not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it either. I don't know if she's getting pushed back or if there's a stall because she and her husband, Neil Giraldo, her husband and guitarist. I don't know if that's holding things up. I don't know what it is. I can only speculate because he's great too. He was, equally as big a part of her sound as her vocals, and this is such a good album. Again, Promises in the Dark, title track, Precious Time, It's a Tough Life, Evil Genius. They did a cover of the Beatles' Helter Skelter. This is just a fantastic album, and her look. I'm like, go ahead, girl.
It's beautiful.
She just absolutely just the artwork and everything. And I probably could use a decent copy because I've had this copy since I was a kid, so it's beat up. So, but I had it on my turntable. I said, you hear a lot. On the radio at any given time, you can hear Heartbreaker or you can hear, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. But I said some of the stuff, on here doesn't get played as much. So let me throw this on. And I've been revisiting this one all week long. That's our girl. I wish her luck for 2022. Maybe see her inducted.
That would be great. I really hope so for her. I really, yeah, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
I was waiting for you to say "Love Is a Battlefield."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We do hear that one a lot. You could turn on the radio and hear that one, "Shadows of the Night." But it's just like, I don't know why, but this album, every now and then, like if you listen to Sirius, satellite radio, you might hear some cuts from here. But I still don't think this particular album gets enough recognition. But I love it. It's probably my first rock record.
Yeah. Wasn't her video, "Love Is a Battlefield," wasn't that her biggest video that they played on MTV?
It was one of the big ones. Yes. Yeah. When we first got MTV, we first got cable, you couldn't turn. It was "Love Is a Battlefield," "Shadows of the Night" all the time. And so, "Love Is a Battlefield" was so huge. And that choreography she did in the video was awesome. I loved it. Yeah. So, but that was like right up there. You saw this. It was like Billie Jean, Pat Benatar, every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
So yeah. But she deserves it.
Don't you guys miss MTV or like?
I miss
the end of an era. I mean, it is so sad. There's no more. No more excitement of video debuting, right? I used to spend my Saturday mornings when I was a kid watching Janet Jackson videos and whatnot on TV. Yes. We have Much Music here in Canada. But it was.
I miss Much Music. I used to love Much Music. I used to get that here in the States. I miss it. Oh man, that was it.
So sad.
That was it. I used to run home from school every day after school trying to catch all the videos on MTV. It was an event.
Yeah,
like we don't have nothing like that now. I feel sorry for these kids now.
Exactly.
But we had it good.
Donnie Simpson. Video
Soul, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. He's still out there too.
Yeah, he just started that back up.
Yeah, I love it.
What is he on? Is he on Peacock or?
I forget. I just saw him like 2 weeks ago on something. I was surprised to see him. I can't remember what channel it was, but but he's still looking good. I used to watch plenty of Video Soul too. New Edition, all the and he was showing all the cuts back in the day, all the time. Getting teary-eyed.
None of that stuff no more.
No. Unless you turn on what's MTV sister channel, MTV Classics. You can see MTV. I Want My 80s. What's the other one? I forget if it's on BET. Was it Crate Digging or something where they show like old videos from the 80s and 90s and stuff? Okay. That's a good one. Yeah. So, but they're out there, but you got to hunt for them.
Too busy playing records to be looking at TV now.
Yep. I know, right? Yeah. Like videos today, people are like, I could pull that up on YouTube. I don't need to watch no video.
Hey, there were no YouTube, man. No YouTube
back then. And you better have a VCR if you want to see the video again.
Yes, of course.
Yep. Good old days.
Alrighty. Well, when I went back, started listening to, actually because of a newer group, because Soul Sonic. Yeah, they won. Had a sweep at the Grammys.
Yes.
Won all their trophies, all 4. And I actually saw Bootsy Collins kind of congratulated them and everything. And that just kind of took me back. So I've been listening to Bootsy stuff.
Bootsy,
yes.
My man Bootsy.
Oh wow.
With some Bootsy. Okay.
That is awesome. Check it out.
Yep.
This is my favorite. And I mean, this is 1977.
I rarely see them around in my record stores. I never see his records. Never.
Wow.
Never.
That's probably because people are snapping them up.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And
Unfortunately.
Like his first album, Stretching Out, it had that cut on there. I'd Rather Be With You. Real nice soul. Man.
Yes.
And I was hooked, because you always saw Bootsy, and he was always known as a bass player for, of course, James Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when he came out with his solo stuff, I got hooked on his first album. But this album, it is fun. I mean, it is fun. This came out with Pinocchio Theory on it. But it had another cut on here called What's a Telephone Bill? My all-time favorite on here is Munchies for Your Love. Oh, man, y'all ever heard Munchies for Your Love?
I guess a few times. I think so. Yeah.
Munchies for Your Love is, woo. He got a line in there. He say, "Your love is kind of sweet enough to eat. I'm hooked on pocket stuff. I got the money for your love."
I love it.
This is one of my all-time favorite Bootsy albums.
Oh my God.
A lot of his albums, but I always go when I really want to hear Bootsy. This one right.
Bootsy.
Isn't he the one who found the name Silksonic, the band's name? I think I heard that somewhere, that he was the one who suggested the name for the band, Silksonic.
Okay, I hadn't heard that.
I haven't heard that either, but he might have. It sounds like his style.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and another thing, and another thing I want to shout out, just in case Bootsy stumble on our video here. Bootsy, I love you, man. You might not remember me. Make you rest in peace. But yeah.
Oh man.
You ever want to meet?
Yeah.
Ooh, get out. So what so you met Bootsy?
Oh, lots of times.
Get out.
His cousin, she had her own band back in the 80s called Ladies Touch.
Okay.
And he actually gave her a bass guitar.
Get out.
Yeah. Now me and his cousin, her name was Jackie. She's passed away. That damn. But she had a band. She used to play bass, and he used to come see her play.
Okay.
You know, kind of like that little, I guess, little roadie or something. Used to hang.
Okay. Yeah.
I had a track because I worked with her, so I knew it. So when she said we played at this club, I was right there. You know. So, and then at the time, I used to work at this rehabilitation center, and his mother, Bootsy's mother, it was independent living there and stuff. She was there. So, of course, he used to come visit his mama. He was a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy.
Oh, really? Okay.
He loves his mom. Pretty much men do. And he'd come there, visit his mama, you know, and I'd be like, hey, you know, and he would always talk to you. I mean, he never talked above anybody. You could
That's good.
Stations and stuff. I mean, he just down to earth. I even met him at a flea market. Him and his wife at a flea market.
What? A flea market?
I love that.
That was it. I didn't want to bother because he was with his family.
We don't see that anymore, man. We don't see that with artists anymore.
I know. I mean,
see that.
Just out and about, and you know, doing their thing. That's nice to hear when you hear that they're real personable and down to earth. I love to hear stories like that.
Yes, exactly.
He's definitely down to earth.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's beautiful.
Yep. All right. So it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. I don't know why, but I'm on a Mariah Carey's vibe.
Oh yes.
So I was playing her latest one, which is Caution. Pretty good. I was very surprised, very happy about this album. Of course, it's not as good as a Butterfly or as the Emancipation of Mimi, but it's still a beautiful album, man. Beautiful.
I love that cover.
Yes, gatefold.
Beautiful.
Mariah.
Beautiful.
And I mean, it's Mariah Carey. I mean, yes, her vocals has changed a bit, but still good. Still beautiful lyrics, beautiful songs. There's not a bad track on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with you, The Distance, No, GTFO. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Mariah, man.
It's Mariah. That's beautiful.
Her influence is so big, man. She's the queen of the 90s. She really was. Queen. So Mariah, I've been spinning a lot of Mariah lately. So yeah, this is the
yes.
Never go wrong with Mariah.
Oh no, you definitely can't go wrong with Mariah Carey.
No, I still need to pick that one up.
Oh, it's beautiful, and the sound is beautiful as well. Very, very quiet. Great. Yes, great one. Great one.
Okay, I gotta pick that. You know, I still love, and I still think I think I maybe might have posted this comment on one of your videos one time. But isn't she is so underrated as a songwriter? She is such a good songwriter. So I listened to her lyrics from like all her 90s albums. I said, man, she was so good.
People seem to forget that she's a songwriter. People think that she's just a vocalist, but no, she's a songwriter. Yeah, she's a producer. She's the executive producer on this one. So the girl is talented, man. She's she's a queen. She's a queen.
She still is. She's still. I love her.
I love her. So, I love her. I love her.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah,
I love Mariah.
I was in that you. Was that album blue till you spun it around? I saw it was a black album.
No, it's a black album, but I think that there's several versions of it. There's a few colored version as well, but I picked the basic one because I mean it was the cheaper. So yeah,
you ain't kidding.
Yeah, several versions.
I was looking at trying to get my hands on the colored version. Well, it's like going for like
there's a blue, there's a pink one. There's there's a few versions of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have jumped on it when I saw it.
Yeah.
You should have. I jumped on it when I saw it.
Did you?
Oh, you got it?
I got the blue.
Okay.
Noble.
Oh,
that's who had it. That's who had it.
Yeah.
And I forget who had the pink one because there's a pink one out there.
There's a pink one as well, but I think it was available on a website, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe elsewhere. But I mean, she released her. I think most of her discography on vinyl lately. I mean, last year or something like that. Unfortunately, I did get them because some of them are beautiful colored vinyl and whatnot. But
yeah, I grabbed a few. I was able to get Rainbow and Butterfly on the cover. But it's like. They put it out and it's like one and done. It's like they don't the color vinyl is they don't do too many pressings for her. The resale value for those for Mariah, they're up there. So but nice to have though. Sure, just her album covers are beautiful. Her song lyrics are beautiful. I still think she's a great vocalist. So and like you said, she really changed the game. It was like her and Whitney, Mariah and Whitney. So those were the ladies that came in and shook things up,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a freak that I ended up with that blue. I just happened to be in Baltimore looking for something totally different. Looked over there and saw it.
You saw that?
It up. So it wasn't like I had a blue. I just stumbled onto it.
Yeah. Barnes and Noble is good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be quick, man. You have to be quick.
With their exclusives. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's next?
It's you, my dear.
Is it me? Okay, I was just like, all right. Let's see. What have I got here? All right. Well, hey, speaking of Barnes and Noble, while we're on that tip,
I don't want to cut you, Mikey. I don't want to cut you, but the thing is, I don't have the premium thing for the Zoom, and I just got a notice saying that we only have 8 minutes left for the video.
That's right. They only give you 40 minutes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, what you want to do? You want to keep going, or you want to like do part 1 now or part 2?
Let's do part 1, and we'll do a part 2. I don't know if we can do a part 2 right after. I don't know how it works, but we have 8 minutes left.
Okay, I'm gonna make this one quick though. All right. Oh my God. So, speaking of Barnes and Noble, I've been thinking about, these are also some Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees for this year. Been talking about my boys, Duran Duran, my favorite group of the 80s. So an induction that's so richly deserved because they really switched up the game in the 80s. We're talking about, this is the Barnes and Noble exclusive. This is on the white vinyl. I want to say this was 2020 when this came out. But this is their first album. It's got Girls on Film, Planet Earth. You were around watching MTV back in those early days. Those were on heavy rotation. Anyone out there, Careless Memories, great track. To hear them perform that live is wonderful. And the second LP is just like bonus 12 inches. So, but of all those songs and more. So, but man, just playing this back in the day and playing this now, I say Duran Duran is another one of those groups. They're always known as the Pretty Boys. Yeah. But they were so much more than that. Their videos were just like nothing. So exotic and colorful and scenic, man. It was like watching a little mini movie. Their videos were some of the best that MTV had to offer at that time. And another thing is, once you get past their image, people still want to like consider them like pretty boys, and they're all surface, but they, as much style as they had, you could tell they were influenced style-wise by like Roxy Music and Brian Ferry and Bowie and everything. And you could tell John Taylor's bass lines, total, Nile Rodgers, Chic, who they still have that close association with. But their lyrics, if you ever sit down and listen to their lyrics, and their primary lyricist is Simon Le Bon, I just love how his mind works. Like just the way, like take a line from like Rio, Cherry Ice Cream Smiles. And stuff. Man, those lyrics are so visual. They were such a visual band. And it's just like, man, it's just like, can't nobody tell me that Duran Duran don't have no talent. So, and they together for this long, still touring, still packing them in, and just musicians, artists, so they work so well together. They're still going strong, still high in the running for the induction. The fan vote is looking pretty high, and I hope they get it. I've been saying it for years. Really people like, they ain't getting so
big. They were so big. Once again, I don't understand how come they're not already into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Said, Mikey, when you think about it, a lot of those 80s bands were very visual.
Yes.
They were. The lyrics, their music, and the video, these times better than videos today.
Right.
The video, it actually went with the song. Video, you actually song.
Yes.
Even though you could hear the song, but when you came out with the video, it matched the song.
It matched the song. You heard the song on the radio, and then let your imagination run wild with it. You could visualize that. When you saw the video was equally. It was like ear candy. Total ear candy. But man, I'm telling you, it's just. And I think that's, I could totally see them getting in because they have that influence. You know, they influenced so many bands. They were influenced by some of the greatest bands, like I said, Chic, Bowie, you know. Yeah. So I can't see why they wouldn't get in, but I think bands that are of the 80s have a more difficult time getting in right now. They're just now starting to see, you know, like Journey and, you know, those kinds. They're just now starting to get in. So I think they stand a good chance, but they've been on my mind. And real quick, I know we're running low on time, but that's on the white vinyl, double LP.
Beautiful.
Hey,
I love the label. Yep.
Yeah, they're very cool. So hey, I say a prayer for my boys. Let's see if they get in. I leave it to you. I leave it to you. Who's next? Is it Funk? You next?
Okay.
Next, but I guess let's do a part 2 because you won't have time to talk about it.
I know, right? This is crazy.
What's left?
I mean, you have 3 minutes, my brother. Say something.
I'll be quick because I'm going to tie in to what Mikey was talking about. She mentioned Nile Rodgers, and it's so funny because my next record was Chelsea.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Classic.
I mean, when this album dropped, I mean, oh my goodness.
I love
this was the album.
Yep.
Yes.
78. Everything. They knew this was going to be a smash because look, they put all titles of every song on the front of the album.
Yes.
You know, they didn't think about it on the back. They said, all these songs are good. We're going to put them on the front. And that's what they did. I mean, Deep Air, La Freak, Summer Fair,
Happy Man.
Yeah.
I Want Your Love.
I Want Your Love.
Ooh,
and another one of my favorites too that gets overlooked. At Last I'm Free.
That's another good one.
That is one of the slow ear candy things that just melt your eardrums.
I'm telling you.
Phone. I mean, it was a bad track on this album.
I'm telling you. Woo. Chic was so smooth. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, Bernard Edwards, rest in peace.
Yes. Yes.
You know, that was just a great loss. You know, not only for me, but for this band.
I mean, they've been sampled so many times.
Many times.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
The drummer Tony Thompson, he passed away too.
Tony Thompson, yeah, and he was another one. He was with the power station.
Oh, girl!
I'm telling you, I know you know the power station now.
You know what? I can't believe that he really just had one album.
I can't believe it either. I can't believe it. They were so good together.